You got people teleporting, shot sticking you, or fucking beaming on you. Yeah, the boys.
This is one of those offensive performances that I'll never forget. What a game.
Yeah. Man, that shit. Yeah, a few nice games in, but it was like, man, it's just. Yeah. Yep. For real. For real. Oh, I think you was home. I mean, I was home last game. Yeah, I'm about to start playing that GTA Online. I just finished downloading that shit. So I want to see how that shit is like now. Wow. They gave me the most trashiest team of all. Man, I ain't played this in a while. Yeah, they got the 3 characters, then they got the online one too. I did the online one.
Field in Philadelphia, PA.
Yeah.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Indianapolis Colts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, man.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a guy who grew up just south of here across the river, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Foles. And that is incomplete.
Oh, he threw
a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Money.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there and they just got
wow.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space. Nice pickup on first down. A big play there on the option. 51 yards on the ground. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. Touchdown, Eagles! Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
Oh, no. I
No,
just
you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From just shy of midfield, Foles. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Foles. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. A nice job of bringing that in, but why was he so close to the sideline there? They had all kinds of room in the flat.
A little bit of a lack of coordination between him and the quarterback, because both of them should have seen that room that was available, that space. Stop your route a little bit shorter, put it on him, and let him turn and get upfield.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Foles. And that's going to be incomplete.
These niggas cannot catch. Oh, my God.
It's 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the gun, it's Taylor. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They run once more with Taylor. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
We're bringing that heat.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He'll hit Watkins on
But he can catch that.
And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
It was the linebacker, Shaquille Leonard, who applied the heat.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. After 7-3 the score. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hurts sets up to throw it.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line.
Hurts.
Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Bobby McCall. And the Colts will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
Let's go! What we got?
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
We'll take that 5.
On the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Under a heavy rush, down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This is intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Faison. Second quarter action, 1:56
they gave me
remaining.
chances.
And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
He's
So
dropping
incompletion here. He's
catches.
hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they... He's got a man, complete!
Ooh.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And he's gonna miss this one. Right to the left from distance. It's no good, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hurts throw taken in by one.
And now the ball's out. Fumbled in midfield. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how his first half will come to an end. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks.
That's crazy. Like, he let you catch every
scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts, throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Gosh, bro.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
Ooh! And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Back to throw now on 1st down.
Oh, that's
It's into a crowd and intercepted.
Now throw for shit.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything.
I gotta switch my quarterback. I'm sorry. Oh, that makes okay. I got a fucking 65 overall throwing. That's why. Oh my God, 65. Oh my, 65 overall, man. That's terrible. Even that first possession of the game, he just just how he was throwing the ball, man. Like
He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little
all that
early
hard
or a
work
little
for
late,
nothing.
chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, Hurts. This is complete to Watkins on a slant. Touchdown!
that is so crazy.
Watkins, 28 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Man, I should really pick the Cardinals instead.
Now after the
Shit.
touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Colts, Dolphins, and Saints.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little
Only person that's
that
catching
way.
for us.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13. Ryan finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox.
Okay, that's a little
And he
bit.
has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Rodgers to return it. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, he's caught Michael Pittman with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We have played 3 quarters.
Man, it's a low-scoring ass game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Come on, y'all.
Here's Ryan to throw. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. To the right side, this is Taylor. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The Colts on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. There, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The other day they told us we've got 3rd and 5 or less. We have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. To the right side, complete to Taylor.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back.
Oh,
he's got some space here.
I like that. Okay.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 31 yards. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again. Here in the 4th. To throw for it is Ryan. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Lucky I switched out. Oh, my God.
This is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Rodney McLeod up to make the tackle. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Another run with Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Come on.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp.
I'm telling you, he would have caught that.
He's an excellent player.
Highly upset. Man.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Man, you was catching all type of balls in traffic, man. I was about to say GG's.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results.
It wasn't covered. He just can't throw.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ryan. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
You burnt
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go. It's Ryan on fourth down. And they'll get it
Let's
just
go.
short of the 45 at the 44. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Ryan to throw. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after
I push him off.
So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
That's what I'm talking about.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And
Let's go!
Touchdown! And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
Sanchez now.
We got home to a field goal. We can't even let him get a field goal.
Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Come on, y'all.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Back to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. all focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
He'll look to throw.
Pass complete. Goddard. Oh, but he can't get out of bounds. He'll have the first down, but he's brought down in play.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Oh, my gosh.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run with Sanders, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he won't get back to the line of scrimmage this time either as they stop him behind the line once more. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it is good! He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Eagles are going to win the football game. So it's a...
Wow. That was a good-ass guy. I can't get mad about that. I swear. Hey, I thought my nigga caught that. Fuck it, this be a bad matchup right here. Shit. Yep, defense. Nah, run that back. Nah. I play a lot better team now because, man, I ain't gonna hold you up. That shit was horrible in the first half. This nigga was a 65 compared to a 73. Oh, my. Nah, man. That shit was horrible. I'm like, how he was throwing the ball, like, what was so slow.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland,
It's a lot better chance now.
Coming
We got some
up,
defense
we've got a good
now. And a
matchup
quarterback.
on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cleveland Browns. Cade, you're set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Stop the run, y'all. We gotta stop the run. We got over 100 on us.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. And incomplete to open things up.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incomplete?
Oh, you good? That was weird. I did too. Let's run that. Do it again. So I got disconnected. They say I just got disconnected from the EA servers.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cleveland Browns. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. It's a room to over. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play.
Boy, once you get Kareem Hunt in the open field, look out. He's got speed to burn, and he showed off the wheels on that one.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applied. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb,
that's a lot better.
39 yards.
And the Browns go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hurts. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try to get his arms out of the sky.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. They find some open field here. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. The mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts, and it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Throwing is Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here comes Grant on the return. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession here.
Cornerback now really catching
16-yard line. Not the best of
play.
plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
But 1st down, Hurts. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Anthony Walker gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that?
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
faking the give. Now Watson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Multiple players combined for their
crazy.
team's first sack of the game.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt.
Why are you
This is
stopping?
taken around the 12. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get it down here at the 23.
We gotta stop playing.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
And Hurts is intercepted. His third of the game. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight. Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the field.
2nd and 14.
Here's Watson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Browns take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, he got burned.
And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Hurts to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Just that quick.
Pick up there, 26 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll try to run it in, going option right.
Oh!
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily. But instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, shit.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he'll get about 5 here, so he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Now it's Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited
I'm running good
advice.
now when I can't
Just
pass.
throw it downfield out of the
That's
pocket,
crazy.
only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
2nd down and goal. Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from opposition so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 68 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
All right, well, team, write that off my scratchbook now.
And Howie clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Watson off play action. On the move to his left. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Oh, that'll be incomplete.
Come on, y'all.
Well,
Y'all
took a
gotta,
shot as he
come on,
let that
lineman.
go.
Y'all gotta do
And
something.
it's going to bring up a third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Back to throw, Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's fucked
Out
up.
of the gun, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Man, he took it all
There's the Browns strike for
and
16 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Wow, come on.
I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
Anytime Deshaun Watson can not throw, man, that is
always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind.
It's not, though.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5.
I don't know what the fuck I was trying to do.
Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper.
Me either. That's what I was trying to figure out.
And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe inspire your defense to help out as well.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught by Watkins.
He caught that. Good pass.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Play action. Here's Hurts. This will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Sanders has it over the middle.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Man open left side.
Oh, good pass.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hurts.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And my goodness, another interception. John Johnson with the INT. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
He's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Handoff up the middle. Hunt. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here's Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And some space here. Past the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. Watson down to throw. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to take